I'm the Gulf Coast Granny. Welcome back to my kitchen. Thanksgiving is behind us, and actually I'm kind of grateful for it. I looked forward to it for a good 2 weeks, and now it's over, and we get on with the Christmas season. And I'm very excited about that because we start our Christmas season off with a whole bunch of birthdays. 5 of my 7 children were born between November and January. And so our season is full of celebrations. Today we're going to talk about our 100 subscriber giveaway. And we're also going to make some homemade from scratch eggnog. Now, I didn't used to care for eggnog at all until I found a recipe. My stepmom gave it to me. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful made from scratch. It is better than anything that you could ever find in the store. So, we're going to do that today. I actually cannot find my stepmom's recipe because apparently I've left it in our storage unit, and it's with all of my Christmas stuff. So, tomorrow, Poppy is going to go to the storage unit and get all of that. But in the meantime, I found another recipe that I think is very similar, and I'm going to make it tonight. After we're finished making the eggnog, I will talk about the giveaway and give everybody instructions on how to enter. And hopefully, you'll be the lucky one. So let's get started on the eggnog. First thing I've done is I've gotten 6 large egg yolks in this bowl. Then we're going to pour a ½ cup of sugar into these egg yolks, and we're going to whisk them around until they're light and kind of fluffy. See how those yolks are trying to change colors? They're getting a paler yellow. All right. Now I want to show you how light and creamy these are. See that? It's a pretty pale yellow. Whoops. Now I'm dripping it everywhere. All right, we're going to stick that there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Well, that's metric, so I'm not going to use that. Let's see. That's about a cup right there. Now that is heavy whipping cream, not half and half or anything else. And then we're going to put 2 cups of milk in this pan. Two cups. We're going to put a ½ teaspoon of nutmeg in with the milk and whipping cream. And just a dash of salt. And we're going to stir it. And turn our heat on about medium. Now, what we're going to do with this milk is the same thing we did with the hot chocolate. If you've seen that recipe, I tell you not to boil your milk because it'll scorch it. Let me get my whisk. So what we're going to do is let this come to barely a simmer. And you're going to want to see the steam coming off the top of the pan or off the top of your milk. But it's not going to be boiling. It's just going to be hot. And this will take a few minutes. Especially with your range on medium. But we don't want it to do this too fast. I do like to take my whisk and stir it into this milk so that the nutmeg doesn't become powdery and clumpy. But you only have to do it for a minute or so. Not even that long, really. just long enough for the nutmeg to distribute evenly. Y'all, my burner quit working on me, so I had to move this pot over to the other burner. I don't know what's wrong with that thing, but Poppy said we might just have to get a new burner. But I shifted it around a little bit, and it started to heat up, but I didn't trust it, so I came over here to this one. I know this one works all the time. That's odd. But I guess that happens with these kind of stoves every now and then. See that steam rolling off of there? I don't know if you can see it or not. You see that? That's where we're ready. Now, the next thing we're going to do is something called tempering the egg. Now, if I poured this whole hot milk mixture in here, it would cook this egg and it wouldn't be worth a squat. But what I'm going to do is stir it in a little bit at the time. By the spoonful. And see what we're doing here? Look at this. It's getting thinner and thinner. And my egg's not cooking. And we're going to do about half of this pot into here. And what it's doing, as we're pouring this hot milk in here, it's cooking the egg, but just not scrambling it. So that's why it's okay to drink it, even though there were raw egg yolks in there. It's heating it up just enough to where it's not dangerous to eat or drink. And just to ensure that it's safe, we're going to pour this back in here. And let it heat up to about 160 degrees. Y'all. What it'll do while it's heating up again is it'll thicken. It will continue to thicken as it cools, but not like a pudding texture, more like an eggnog texture. But that's what we're doing. We're trying to help it thicken up just a little bit and also making those raw eggs safe to eat. Now the final step, see that we got some good steam coming up now. And it's gotten a little bit thicker, not much, just a little. See? Let's see if you can see it. It's pretty milky, but you can tell that it has some body to it. Now the very last step is to take it off of the heat and pour in 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. Please use pure vanilla for a dish like this. You know, when you're making cookies or cakes and things like that, pure vanilla doesn't make as much of a difference. But when you're making something that really depends on the vanilla for some of the flavor, you really want to use pure vanilla. And I know it can be a little expensive, but it's worth the splurge to get that true vanilla flavor. There. Now, the last thing we're going to do, make sure my pitcher's clean. So we're going to pour it in this pitcher here. And put it in the refrigerator to cool. Now you can serve this warm. Obviously I could have doubled the recipe easily and filled up the pitcher, but I don't need that much eggnog in my life. Poppy will have this gone by morning, I'm sure. Now if this eggnog, when it cools, is too thick for you. Because some people have a problem drinking thick liquids. You can put this in a blender or put it in a bowl, add a couple of tablespoons of milk, and either use your blender to smooth it out, or you can use one of those immersion blenders to do it in a bowl or a pot. I wouldn't heat it back up, but you can just pour it in there when it's cool, add the milk, and go from there. This is all a personal taste, really, how thick you like it. I don't care for it very thick at all, but Poppy does like it thick, so there you have it. He also likes the ceiling fan on at night, and I don't, but I end up sleeping with the ceiling fan on too. But anyhow, let's get this cooled off. And the very last thing we're going to do is put some plastic wrap over it and stick it in the refrigerator for it to cool. Look at this, y'all. Where has this been all of my life? This is Reynolds wrap, and all you have to do is cut it like that and lay it right over the top. Who knew? I think I've been living under a rock all my life. I had no idea that they had that, and Poppy brought it home to me the other day. I was tickled to death. Felt like a kid in a candy store because I had discovered a new way. It makes it so much easier. But anyhow, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and then we'll get back to that giveaway, all right? Okay, here's how we're going to work this thing. I have finally gone over 100 subscribers. I want to thank every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I couldn't be any more grateful. I think I said that Thursday, but I'm still tickled to death. So what we're going to do is I want everybody who's interested in entering the giveaway to comment on this video. I'm going to title it something about the 100 subscriber giveaway, okay? So if you need to find my video, that's what it's going to say. It'll say giveaway in the title. I want you to comment below and use the word elf. And the reason we're using the word elf is that is one of my very favorite Christmas movies ever. It's a real silly movie, and I believe that's why I like it so much. I love Will Ferrell anyway. But comment the word elf in the comments below. Those of you who have a cell phone, keep scrolling up past all of the suggested videos, and you'll get to the comment section, okay? I'm going to have the drawing on next Saturday, so that'll give everybody who's subscribed a chance to get notified and to, you know, I know y'all have busy lives and y'all don't always get to it right away. So I'm going to have the drawing on next Saturday. I wish everybody the best of luck, and I'll notify the winner as soon as I do the drawing, okay? Anyhow, thank you again for joining me. Thank you so much for getting this channel over 100 subscribers. And I hope you make some of this eggnog. If you do, leave me a comment below and tell me how it turned out for you. And here we go into the Christmas season. It's going to be amazing, I think. I think this Christmas is going to be great. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you again real soon, all right?